Chapter 6. Water. In the John Bur 9, 2023, storm alone, public works engineers estimate 18 billion gallons of water went into the ocean from the Los Angeles River. There is no argument. Water is a critical resource in California. With its storage and distribution, California's water infrastructure represents a complex network of surface, groundwater, and imported sources. The state has constructed an elaborate system of dams, canals, and pipelines to store and transport water to various regions. However, despite these efforts, California still faces a water shortage. One of the largest culprits of this is that the regular flow of rainwater goes straight into the ocean. Billboards along California Highway 99 serve as a constant reminder of the ongoing water crisis, with messages such as "Build dams, not trains," "Is growing food wasting water?" and "No water, no jobs." The politicization of water resources by Democrats and environmental extremists has only aggravated the situation. However, the reality is that the demand for dependable and reasonably priced water has become increasingly urgent in California. Needless to say, Californians are not satisfied with the status quo. California has long been a leader in tackling large-scale water projects, and the State Water Project is one of its most impressive accomplishments. Operated by the California Department of Water Resources, this system is one of the world's largest water storage and distribution systems. The project's network of dams, canals, and pipelines transport water from the Sacramento-San Joaquin Delta to Southern California, providing water to 27 million Californians and 750,000 acres of farmland. The project spans more than 700 miles down the heart of the state, and it was authorized by the Burns-Porter Act in 1959. Giving $1.75 billion in bonds for the initial construction of facilities. Voters approved the sale of the bonds in 1960. In addition to providing drinking and irrigation water, the project is operated to improve water quality in the Delta, provide flood control and recreation, and enhance fish and wildlife populations. The Central Valley Project, a federal water storage and distribution system, is vital in meeting California's water needs. The project comprises a complex network of dams, canals, and pipelines that store and transport water from the Sacramento and San Joaquin River basins throughout Central and Southern California. However, this system has been criticized by many in Central California, particularly those reliant on the agriculture industry. Farmers in Central California often feel that the federal Central Valley Project does not prioritize their water allocation needs. During times of drought or water scarcity, farmers are sometimes left without enough water for their crops, which has devastating effects on their livelihoods. Groundwater is a precious resource for California, particularly during times of drought. The Coachella Valley Water District in Palm Springs is just one example of a local agency responsible for overseeing a groundwater basin. The groundwater basins provide a crucial water source for California's agricultural industry and its urban centers. For instance, the Coachella Valley Water District supplies water to more than 100,000 people in the Coachella Valley area, as well as farms, golf courses, and resorts. In addition to these larger-scale groundwater systems, numerous local water agencies manage their own water storage and distribution infrastructure, including the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California, which serves over 19 million people in 6 counties. Despite its importance, ensuring groundwater resources are sustainably managed remains a critical challenge for California as water demand continues to rise. With such a decentralized infrastructure, California's water storage and distribution infrastructure have faced several challenges in recent years. The state's population growth and variable climate have strained the system, and severe drought and increasing demand for water have further complicated the situation. California is also facing issues with the aging infrastructure, causing leaks and water contamination. Furthermore, many of the existing infrastructures of dams, canals, and pipelines were built decades ago and needed repairs, upgrades, and expansion, only adding to the issue's complexity. Moreover, the state is also facing water rights issues, with conflicts between farmers, urban residents, and environmental groups. These conflicts often arise due to competing demands for limited water resources, as well as different priorities and values regarding water use. This is only compounded by California's population growth and expansion of urban areas, and the increasing pressure to divert water away from agriculture and toward urban uses. This has led to conflicts between rural and urban residents, with farmers arguing that diverting water away from agriculture will hurt their livelihoods and lead to economic harm. Urban residents, on the other hand, need water for drinking, bathing, and other household uses. California has seen enough snowpacks and rain over the last 40 years to cover the state's immediate needs. California had the water. Over the last 40 years, however, California has also failed to build significant new water storage infrastructure despite the state's growing population and increasing water demands. This lack of investment in new storage has led to a reliance on an aging system of dams, reservoirs, and canals, which are prone to failure during periods of drought. Additionally, the state's water rights system, which prioritizes certain users over others, has made it difficult for California to manage its water resources effectively, making it challenging to meet the water needs of all California's residents and industries, particularly during times of drought. Here is what we can do to help solve our state's water crisis. Restore current infrastructure and build more storage. California's water system is facing numerous challenges, from droughts to increasing demand for water from a growing population. To address these challenges, it is crucial that the state invests in building more water storage and restoring current infrastructure. In a state where water is the most precious commodity, restoring and repairing conveyance canals in the Central Valley is a critical step toward resolving California's ongoing water issues. These canals are the lifeline of water distribution and serve as the backbone of the state's water management infrastructure. With them, the delivery of water to communities and agricultural areas is improved, leading to fewer shortages and inefficiencies. The importance of these canals cannot be overstated. They are the arteries carrying the life-sustaining liquid from one place to another, providing water to the many communities, businesses, and agricultural operations. A functional conveyance canal system is essential to ensuring that California can continue to meet the water needs of its growing population, while also ensuring that this vital resource is responsibly and sustainably managed. However, these canals are in dire need of repair and restoration. The wear and tear of time have taken a toll on the infrastructure, leading to leaks, breaches, and other issues impeding the effective delivery of water. This is not just a problem for the present, it is a problem for the future as well. The longer we wait, the more difficult and expensive the repairs will become, putting the state's water management system at risk. That is why it is imperative that we act now to restore and repair these canals. This investment in our water infrastructure will pay off in the long run, ensuring that California has the necessary resources to meet its water needs for years to come. It will also demonstrate our commitment to responsibly managing this precious resource, ensuring that future generations have access to the water they need to thrive. Second, with California facing an ongoing water crisis, it is more imperative than ever to find new and innovative ways to store and manage water resources. By investing in state-of-the-art water storage technologies, California can secure its water future and ensure that its residents have access to clean and reliable water supplies, even during droughts and periods of low rainfall. The infrastructure program established by the 2016 Water Infrastructure Improvements for the Nation Act is a crucial component in advancing critical surface water storage projects, such as the site's reservoir and the San Luis Reservoir enlargement. The potential benefits of continuing to support and fund these vital initiatives are immense and cannot be overlooked. Additionally, the shovel-ready Shasta Reservoir project is a crucial opportunity for California to increase its water storage capacity, but it requires sufficient funding to proceed. As a state, we must invest in our future by supporting and advocating for these important water storage projects. To fully explore all possible solutions to California's water crisis, it is important to also consider other technologies, such as underground and off-stream storage options. Underground and off-stream storage options are some of the most promising technologies in the water storage landscape, as they allow California to capture and store water during high rainfall periods, like those of January 2023, while off-stream storage options enable the state to store water from rivers and streams during high water levels. Both technologies are incredibly effective at increasing California's water storage capacity and ensuring that the state has the resources it needs to deliver clean, reliable water to its residents. Investing in water storage technologies is not just a practical solution to California's water crisis. It is also a responsible, common-sense, conservative approach. By taking a comprehensive approach to water management, the state can ensure it is well prepared to address future challenges, including population growth and increased demand for water. By investing in water storage solutions, California can ensure that it has the resources it needs to provide its residents with the clean and reliable water supplies they deserve, both now and in the future. Reduce water-related fees imposed on ratepayers. Water is a critical resource for California, and taking a conservative and sustainable approach to managing it is of utmost importance. The Central Valley Project Improvement Act was enacted in 1992 to address the impacts of water diversions on fish and wildlife in the Central Valley, including the San Francisco Bay Delta. Nevertheless, it is imperative to expedite the implementation of this policy and fully enforce it. The failure to do so has led to mounting discontent among environmental organizations and ratepayers burdened with fees for the ongoing restoration initiatives. This issue can be addressed by completing the outstanding fish, wildlife, and habitat restoration projects required by the Central Valley Project Improvement Act, CVPIA, which will reduce certain fees on Central Valley Project water and power ratepayers. The Interior Secretary has the power to complete these projects and to restore the ecosystem of the Central Valley, which would increase fish and wildlife populations and reduce the need for ongoing costly fees for ratepayers. However, the benefits of completing these restoration projects go beyond reduced fees for ratepayers. The restoration of the ecosystem will increase water supplies for Central Valley Project contractors. Additionally, restoring habitats for threatened and endangered species, improving water quality, and enhancing ecosystem services will have significant positive impacts on the environment, economy, and society. However, bringing accountability to implementing the CVPIA requires action. The Interior Secretary must ensure that the required projects are completed promptly and effectively. This is the first step in solving California's water crisis. Reducing water-related fees imposed on ratepayers is crucial to promoting sustainable water management in California. By completing the outstanding restoration projects required by the CVPIA, the environment, economy, and society can all benefit. It is time for the Interior Secretary to take action and ensure that the CVPIA is fully implemented for the benefit of all Californians. Invest in alternative water supply projects. Investing in alternative water supply projects, such as desalination plants, is another potential solution to address water scarcity in California. Desalination plants are facilities that convert salt water into fresh water through a process called reverse osmosis. Communities and industries benefit from desalination plants, which can be constructed near coastal areas, abundant with salt water as well as in populated areas. As an example, there is a desalination plant located next to my parents' home in Carlsbad, which provides a dependable source of water for the surrounding community and nearby industries. With 12 already operating within the state, desalination plants have several advantages over other water supply options. First, they are not affected by drought conditions and provide a consistent water supply, regardless of the weather, meaning they provide water to areas not served by traditional water sources, such as groundwater or surface water. This can be especially useful in regions where water scarcity is a major issue, and traditional water sources are unreliable or depleted. Another benefit of desalination plants is that they help reduce the regional dependence on water imported from other areas in the state. Currently, Southern California imports a significant amount of water from other parts of the state to meet its water needs. Investing in desalination plants can help reduce this dependence and ensure that Southern California, especially, has a reliable water source in times of drought or water scarcity. Additionally, desalination plants can provide economic benefits. The creation of these facilities can lead to job creation, as well as attract investment and businesses to the area. Furthermore, desalination plants can help the state meet the growing demand for water as the population continues to grow. While there are several benefits of investing in desalination plants, there are also some challenges that need to be outlined. As is widely known, desalination is a demanding and energy-consuming procedure. It necessitates a substantial commitment of resources and infrastructure and has become even more challenging due to the shutdown of our nuclear power plants. The cost of producing water through desalination is higher than other water supply options, and it requires ongoing maintenance and upkeep. In the Claude Budd, Lewis Carlsbad desalination plant, the cost of water will be $100 to $200 less than importing water from outside the county. If leaders in Sacramento need help to figure out how to utilize the water we already have, we may have no other option than to start rapidly expanding desalination. Investing in alternative water supply projects, such as desalination plants, is a potential solution to address water scarcity in California. Desalination plants can provide a consistent and reliable water source, reduce dependence on water imported from other regions, and provide economic benefits. The challenges facing California's water storage and distribution system are intricate and daunting. Addressing these challenges will require an approach involving not just an investment in new infrastructure and technology, but also cooperation among different stakeholders, such as government agencies. Addressing water scarcity will also require a commitment to long-term solutions, such as water conservation and more efficient use of water resources. Ultimately, California's ability to meet its water needs will depend on the willingness of all parties to work together to find sustainable solutions that ensure a secure and reliable water supply for future generations. Let's make one thing clear: every drop of water is critical.